Have you ever wondered why certain men seem to thrive in the shadows, away from the hustle and bustle and the need to be seen? In a world that values exposure and recognition so highly, there are those who prefer to walk silently, without the spotlight that others eagerly seek. These men, known as Sigma males, find strength in discretion that few understand. It's not shyness or fear, but a strategic choice that allows them to preserve their freedom, maintain their authenticity, and live on their own terms. In this video, Official Sigma Male will reveal the deep reasons behind this decision. If you've ever felt that being the center of attention isn't for you, stay tuned, because what follows will open your eyes to an uncommon and powerful perspective. The Sigma Male's preference for the shadows. The Sigma Male prefers to stay in the shadows, away from noise and public attention. For him, the allure of the spotlight is more a burden than an advantage. In a world where everyone seems to compete to be seen, the Sigma finds satisfaction in going unnoticed, enjoying a freedom that few understand. This approach allows him to move without others questioning him or interfering in his life. While others get trapped by societal expectations, the Sigma chooses his own path, free from the pressure to please or fit in. It's a freedom that allows him to act authentically, without filters or forced performances. And while this may seem strange to some, it's precisely his low profile that gives him a strategic advantage. Not being in the spotlight makes it harder for others to manipulate him or drag him into unnecessary conflicts. This approach protects him and gives him control over his life, leaving a lasting impression only on those who truly matter. The impact of rumors on the Sigma's life. The Sigma Male understands that avoiding the public eye also saves him from being a target for comments and gossip. Often, his enigmatic personality makes him the center of rumors, which can distort his true essence. But rather than affecting him, these comments reinforce his decision to remain in the shadows, thus preserving his peace of mind. A life without much attention allows him to devote more energy to what truly matters, rather than dealing with misunderstandings or baseless criticism. A Sigma knows that by keeping to himself, he limits the chance of being labeled or misinterpreted, creating a safe space where his actions only reflect his authenticity and values. This approach also provides him with a kind of social shield, where the expectations and opinions of others barely impact him. Most people are affected by the need to be understood or accepted, but the Sigma handles this differently. He knows that the freedom to live without trying to impress is one of his greatest achievements, maintaining his balance and tranquility. The low profile as a defense tactic. For the Sigma Male, keeping a low profile is not just a choice, but a defense tactic that strengthens him against manipulation and power games. By not exposing himself too much, he reduces the risk of becoming a pawn in the social chess game where many get caught up. This allows him to act with clarity and firmness in every situation, making him less vulnerable to others' conflicts. By opting for discretion, the Sigma also avoids getting tangled in situations that others deem necessary solely out of social obligation. While some feel compelled to attend events or maintain appearances, he can choose freely where and with whom to be. This way, he invests his time in activities and relationships that genuinely enrich him and align with his purpose. The true power of this choice lies in his autonomy. The Sigma Male controls his narrative and decides who has access to his life, limiting negative influences and external distractions. This independence allows him to follow his own path without stopping to explain, and with each step, his focus becomes even more solid. Freedom from social commitments. The Sigma Male appreciates the freedom he gains by staying out of the public eye, allowing him to avoid commitments that don't add value to his life. While others feel obligated to fulfill meetings or attend events, he prefers to spend his time on what truly matters to him. This independence is key to maintaining his focus on personal projects and meaningful relationships. By avoiding unnecessary social commitments, the Sigma can dedicate his energy to cultivating his interests or developing skills, things that really matter to him. Perhaps he spends his time learning a new language, honing his skills in a sport, or delving into topics that fascinate him. This approach allows him to create a life full of meaning, free from external expectations. The lack of obligations also frees him from the pressure of being someone he is not. He doesn't need to be present just to fulfill an expectation, granting him a peace that few know. Society often imposes a rhythm and a series of events where everyone should be, but the Sigma understands that he can create his own rules and live by his own standards. Authenticity over appearances. The Sigma male has learned to prioritize authenticity over appearances, allowing him to live without the pressure to satisfy others' expectations. While many get caught up in acting a certain way to fit in, the Sigma finds his strength in being genuine, unafraid to show his true self. This commitment to authenticity grants him an inner peace that others only long for. This authenticity frees him from the need to perform socially, avoiding the emotional exhaustion that comes from pretending to be something he is not. For example, while others feel forced to project an ideal image on social media, the Sigma opts for a more discreet approach, or sometimes even forgoes these platforms altogether. This attitude allows him to keep his energy intact for what truly matters. By resisting the pressure to conform to others' standards, the Sigma becomes a pillar of trust and stability. Those who know him well value his authenticity and know that his words and actions are always sincere. With this inner strength, the Sigma is able to face the world with integrity, a value that is increasingly rare but one he maintains with pride. Navigating without being the center of attention. The Sigma male's ability to navigate smoothly through different situations allows him to get involved only when he truly wants to. Unlike those who are always in the eye of the social storm, the Sigma prefers to go unnoticed, giving him the freedom to enter and exit environments without feeling trapped. This skill allows him to decide when it's convenient to interact and when it's best to withdraw. This freedom of movement translates into a lifestyle where interactions are genuine and pressure-free. For example, in a work meeting, the Sigma observes and listens before getting involved, ensuring his input is valuable. This approach also applies in his personal life, where he prefers to connect deeply with a few people rather than maintain superficial relationships that only drain his energy. The Sigma understands that this discretion allows him to protect his time and energy. By not constantly being under scrutiny, he can focus on his own growth without distractions. His ability to stay under the radar makes him someone whom others trust without hesitation, precisely because he only gets involved when his values and goals align with the situation. Avoiding insignificant conflicts to conserve energy. The Sigma male knows that by avoiding unnecessary conflicts, he conserves his energy to face the challenges that truly matter. His approach isn't to dodge all conflict, but to choose those that align with his values and principles. This strategic approach allows him to avoid trivial disputes that only exhaust those who constantly seek to be right. Staying away from minor conflicts also helps him strengthen his character and avoid being swayed by impulsive reactions. For example, in situations involving misunderstandings, the Sigma opts to assess whether it's worth getting involved before responding. This self-control allows him to make decisions with a clarity that others rarely achieve, protecting his peace of mind and avoiding unnecessary drama. By rejecting insignificant conflicts, The Sigma also sets clear boundaries that allow him to focus his energy on his own goals. While others get lost in meaningless debates, he moves forward, aware that his time is limited and valuable. This mindset allows him to advance without distractions, safeguarding his well-being and maintaining the stability that many seek but few find. After exploring the Sigma male mindset and his reasons for avoiding attention, the question remains: are you ready to apply this knowledge and make discretion your own strength? Society always tells us to seek approval, to go with the flow, but Sigma males demonstrate that there is a unique power in maintaining control over your life quietly from the shadows. So are you ready to be more authentic and prioritize your freedom over others' expectations? If this content has inspired you, subscribe to Official Sigma Male and activate notifications. Here, we'll continue exploring the keys to an independent and powerful life, sharing truths that few are willing to speak.